back, guys, to this training. In this particular video, I'll be explaining to you guys on how you can edit other sessions, other pages of your website using the Divi theme. And in this particular video, we'll be considering the About Us page and the Contact Us page. So to do that, the same way that we also did for our home page, that will also be doing for our About Us page and the Contact page. So go to the About Us, that is under page, go to your pages, all pages, then go to About, right click on it, open a new tab. Okay, all right, so it will bring you here. Then you can either build from scratch, or you choose from a pre-made layout, or you clone an existing page. All right, you clone an existing page. For this clone an existing page, I'll be teaching you also, guys, in a subsequent videos on how to clone the page of a website. All right, so for this particular video, we are using a pre-made layout. All right, click on browse layout. Okay, so the one beautiful thing about this Divi theme, you can use as many layouts that you want. Okay, so let's just browse for About Us page. Let me see, About Us page, digital marketing. We are still working under digital marketing, right? So we just let for you to make the choice. Okay, so I'm just looking for something I can use. Still under digital marketing. But let me just search for About Us page. Digital marketing. Okay, some. Okay, this one is About Us page. Let me just look for digital digital. Okay, you have different pages that you can use from here. Let me search for About Us page. About Us page. About Us page. Oh, About Us page. Okay, I have About Us page. Okay, let me make use of this particular one. Where is this particular one? I just see. Thought I saw one. Okay, let me make use of this. Let me make use of this one. Okay, just click on it. Just click on it. Then view live demo to see what it looks like. Okay, then I can make use of this one. This is the About Us page. This is the About Us page. If you don't like this particular page, you can also search for. You can also use the About Us page of any other website apart from a digital marketing agency. You can look for another website. If you like the About Us page there, you can copy it. You can upload it and use it also. Okay, so that is one beautiful thing about Divi team. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's just make use of this one. You can just navigate around this Divi and select and look for the particular layout that you prefer using. Okay, so let me just use this particular one. It's loading, so always give it time to load up. Okay, okay, all right, it has loaded up. Like we said earlier, you make use of session, rule, and model, just the same way we did for the home page. So that is it. So under this About Us, we have how many sessions? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wow, 6. We have a 6 session. You see, so all these sections with their rows and columns. So that is a work. So the main work in web design just to be good with how you design your pages using either the Divi theme or the Elementor theme. So just know how to navigate around these pages. Okay, so keep to the colors that you are using, keep to the font, make sure you use quality pictures and all. So always make sure you have all these resources done that you want to use for your page, so that you will be more faster and so that you will come up with something that is more professional. All right, so let's go. Okay, let's view this our about us page. Let's go to let's visit our site. All right, okay, save and exit. I've not saved. Let me save it. Always make sure you update. That is why I'm having this pop up. Okay, about us. Let me go to, all right, this is our about us page. Okay, this is the about us page. This is the about us page. The about us page. Okay, so just like explained in the previous video, you can use the visual editor. You can also use the back editor. All right, so let me just use this visual editor to do one or two changes. Okay, I'm sure by now you know how these things are done. All right, so it's just the same way we did for the home page. All right, so it has loaded up. All right, same process, session, row, and then model. Session, row, and model. Like I said earlier, we use the session for the height control and also for the our background image. Maybe you want to upload a background image or background color. You can do all that with the session. The models are the elements it could either be text, it could be image, it could be button, it could be anything. Those are things we add all these rows. We add the models inside the rows. Like I said, the rows is just like a bus that contains the models, while the section is the entire section that contains the row and the model. Alright, so the section contains the row, while the row contains the model. They are all under one section. So it's just as simple as that. Alright, so that is just the fundamental. That is all you have to understand with this session, row, and model. So that is just it. Then under this particular session, you can decide to add another session to it. Alright, you can add another session to it. You can add another model to it. So in case you want to add another, you can also add another. You can add another model. All you need to do is just to click on this add new model. That is this black button. In case you want to add a new row, you can add it using this green button. In case you want to add let me say you want to add a new session, you can also add it. All right, so that is how you can go about it. All right, so that is it. That is just it. Okay, so let's just do some little editing also with this about us page, so that we move straight into the contact us page. All right, so let us so what do I want to do? Let me just change the background also, and also the height. Let me work on the height first. All right, because in the previous video I didn't explain the height properly, right? So let me work on this height also. You can change the height, then just go to sizing, go to your sizing, then you can choose the height, the minimum and the maximum height. Okay, you can work on the height. All right, as you can see, I'm increasing and reducing the height. So let me just leave the height at 600, or let me just leave it at 700. All right, so it all depends on you. Let me leave it at 700. Okay, let me leave it at 700. 700 pixel. All right, so you can use it to control the height. Okay, so that is for the height. Then the maximum width. Okay, the maximum width. Then let me leave it at 100%. So like I said, you can control this the entire session, the width of the entire session using this session. All right, so always leave this the maximum width at 100% so that it will occupy the full width. Okay, always leave the maximum width at 100%. So that is for the height and the width. Okay, under the session, then always make sure you save changes. Click on save changes. Then when you are done, okay, let's go back. Let's just change this background. Okay, let's go to background. Go to background. Go to background. Let me add a background image. All right, let me add a background image. Let me just change this background image in case I don't want to use this background image. Maybe I have my own image that I want to use. Okay, maybe I have my own background image that I want to use. Background image. Let me bring another background image. Background image. Let me so to add image, just click on this setting button here. This thing that looks like setting button. Just click on it. Okay, to bring you here. Either you select from the media or you upload files. To upload file, that means or you upload it from the files that you have on your system. Okay, so that is it. So let me just upload. Let me just select one from my library. Okay, let me just select one from my library. Okay, so let me assume I want to make use of this particular one here. Okay, let me just use this particular one here. You just click on the particular one you want, then upload an image. Upload an image. All right, so we have our image right here. Okay, the background gradient. Let me change the gradient. Let me change this background gradient also. Let me change this gradient also. Okay, that is it. That is it for background gradient. Okay, go to design. Go to design. Boss shadow. Boss shadow. So you can just try out all these features and see so that you see the effect. Or let me just leave it at none. Okay, let me leave it at none. Transform, transform animation. You can add animation also. You can add animation. So what do we mean by animation? Maybe you want this background color to be flipping or fading, just like normal animation. You can add animation, but I don't I don't usually make use of some of all these things. It doesn't look professional. It depends on the site that I'm designing, sha. But I normally skip some of these things. So you can add it in case you need it. It's just that you just have to know how to make use of all this. So let me remove it. Okay. Then save changes. Just like that. Then go to this is the row. Okay. This is the row. As you can see, this is the row. You see this green button. This is the box that contain these models. This is the row. The row contain all these models. You can see the lines. That is it for the row. So under the row, you can decide to change the width. Okay, you can decide to change the width. That is under sizing. As you can see, by default, it's mostly 80%. Maybe if you think that you don't need it, maybe you want to change it to something else. Though I do recommend you leave it at I do recommend you leave it at 80%. Okay, I do recommend you leave it at this 80%. Okay, if you want to change it, you can also change it. but I do recommend you leave it at 80%. Let me leave it at 80%. So that is just it for this sizing. Then the maximum width is yeah, you can increase the maximum width also, or you can leave it the way it is. Okay, as for the maximum width. Alignment, row alignment, you want it to align to the center or left or right, you can leave it. Always make sure you save changes. You can also add a background color if you want. You can add a background color. You can decide to add a background color. You can add background color to can add background color. Let me say I want to add this blue color. Oh, doesn't make sense. Oh, you can see. Let me add black. No, white. No, transparent. Okay, just leave. Let me leave it at transparent. Okay, so under this transparent, let me just reduce the opacity. So you see, I'll work on all of this. Can just go through it. Let me work on this. I want to make it a kind of let it be kind of dark. Okay, let me make it dark. Okay, let me leave it like this. Then save changes. Oh, why is this thing going this way? All right. Okay, okay. I was working on the alignment. So let me bring it back. Let me bring it back to center. Why is not responding on the alignment? Then align to center. All right. Let me align to center. You can align to the right, either right or left. Then let me leave it at center. So just like that. Save changes. Save changes. Okay. You can go on and edit your website. It's like this height is much. So you can also reduce the height. You can add anything that you want to add. So that is it on how to edit the about us page. Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is you can, like I said, you can either edit it from the front using the visual builder, or you can edit it using the back builder. All right. You can edit that. You can edit it from the back. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, we want to design our contact us page just the same way. Let's go back. Then when you are done, always make sure you save. Okay, just press Ctrl S. Okay, you will see this save button. Okay, it's saved already. Then just press Ctrl S to save. So let's go back. Let's go back to our dashboard. Let's go to our dashboard. Go to all pages. Go to pages. All pages. Then go to contact. Edit. Open a new tab. Open a new tab. Okay. Then use Divi. Use Divi. It will open up. Okay. Choose a primate layout. Browse layout. Just the same way. Then you search for the layout you want. We are still working on digital marketing, right? We're still working on digital marketing for digital marketing. Okay. So I have some contact us page here. I have some contact us page. Some contact us page. Okay. I have this. I have this. Let me check out this particular one. Let me check out this one. Then view live demo. Okay. Contact us. Send us a message. Okay. It has a form. Okay. send us a message and all of this. You can edit all of this. Frequently asked questions. Okay, okay. Join us today. So let me just make use of this so that I can use it to explain to you these frequently asked questions and the email how to use. So I'll be having a separate videos on how to set up your emails for your newsletters. All right, so that you can use it for your email marketing and also to set up your contact form for your website so that by the time someone fill in the form on your website, you will receive the message. Okay, and also how to use automation, email automation to send and receive emails. Okay, so let's make use of this contacts. Okay, so let's just do some little editing on this contact us page. Okay, so let's use this layout. Click on use layout and allow it to load up. Okay, it's loading. All right, this is the then update. Always make sure you update. So on this particular contact, we have how many session? Still loading. Still loading. Okay, on this particular contact us page, we have about how many session we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sessions. Okay, we have 4 sessions with the rows and the models. Okay, so let's view it from the front end. Then visit sites. Let's go to visit sites. Then contacts. Go to contacts. All right, this is the contact page. This is the contact page that we have. Okay, just the same way we did for the home and the about us page, you can also do the same for this contact us page. Then this is the you can also edit all of this too. Then go to visual. Let's use this visual builder also. Okay, then in this you can use just the same way we explained session rules, and models. Also you can use it to edit it. Then in case you want to add another row, you can add it by clicking on this green button here. Then that is this green button, this particular button. You can add another row. In case you want to add another session to this session, you can add another session by clicking on it. All right, he said full width session. You can add a full width session to this session. All right, so I'm not adding it. You can add in case you want to add another session to it. So let's edit this our form. You can edit this particular email also. Right, you can just edit this setup. Then in a subsequent video, I'll be teaching you guys on how to set up your contact form and also on how to set up your newsletter, right? Because to set up this particular, send us a message. You can use this one in form of a newsletter, or you can use it as a form of a contact form. So there is difference between a contact form and a newsletter. You mostly use a newsletter to receive emails, and then maybe you want someone to subscribe to your website or to your page or to your post. You can use a newsletter. So by the time they input their email, maybe you can use it to be sending them messages on their emails. So in the subsequent videos, we'll be teaching all that on how to set up your emails, uh, automated emails, so that you'll be able to send and receive emails on your website. And also we'll also be dealing on how to set up a contact form. All right, so we'll be covering all that in the subsequent videos. Okay, so you can do all the editing on this particular page using the session rules and the column method also. then the frequently asked, then all of this you can also edit it. This one is another session. This is a session. As you can see, this one is a session. This is a row session. This one is just like an inner session. All right. This is another session. This is another session. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is another row. This one is a row. Sorry. This one is a row. This one is a row. This is another row. This is a model. Then you can edit this model. Okay. Just the same way. So this one is another session. Under this is another session for this frequently asked question. So frequently asked questions are those questions that your site visitors are likely to ask in your absence. So we have a plugins. We have a plugin for this frequently asked questions. So where we'll be installing that particular plugin. You can use it to edit, or you can also make use of this particular one here also. Okay, you can edit all of this too. So let me just try out this particular one. Okay, so let me start with the session. Then let me just change the background. Let me just change the background to something else. Let me change the background to something else. Okay, let me change it to something else. Okay, all right. So let me just change the color. Okay, I don't like this color. Let me change it to something else. I don't like that particular color. Okay, let me just leave it. Okay, let me maintain this color. Let me maintain this particular color. Okay, just like that. Then you save changes. Okay, I think I'm okay with the width and the height. All right, I'm okay with the width and the height. You can, okay, if you don't like the height, you can as well reduce. Okay, let's reduce this height a little bit. Let me reduce the height. Let me go to design, sizing. Go to your sizing. Then the height, can reduce the height. Let me reduce the height. Okay, I think it's much better like this. Okay, what else? What else should I do? Save changes. Okay, let me quickly ask questions. Okay, it's okay like this. Let me just, so you can just go on and do your editing. Then this particular which one did I, okay, let me, it's like I did for the row, not the session. Let me change the background of this session. Let me change this background. Okay, but just leave it at white. Okay, let me change it to blue. Let me change it to blue. Then let me go back and change this model. What happened? Let me go back. Background, background color. Let me change it to blue. Okay, then save changes. Let's make sure you save changes. Okay, let me change this other background color to white. Let me change the background color to white. Okay, let me not leave it like this. I need something that is more visible. Okay, so all of this, you can work on all of these tests. You can edit, you you can reduce the width. Okay, can reduce the width. This width can reduce it. Okay, so these are dummy tests. These are dummy tests. You can input the question that you feel like they will ask you. Let me say all those questions that by the time they ask you, then you have the answer to it, right? But this particular I don't like it. I normally make use of my own plugin. I use my own plugin for my frequently asked question. So in the subsequent video, I'll be teaching you how to download how to install a plugin for your frequently asked question, and also how to edit it. So this is the default one that came along with this layout. All right, so you can also make use of this particular one also. You can also make use of it to do your frequently asked questions. Okay, you can use it also. It's not bad. It's not bad. So what the way this one works is that, as you can see, this is plus and minus. This one is also a good one also. You can, okay, let's just try some editing. Let me just do some one or two editing with this my particular one. Okay, so by the time someone click on it, maybe uh in terms of maybe the person what you want, maybe the question here is like, why should we work with so company? And so by the time the person clicks on it, then it will drop down. The reason, then you put the reason why someone will work with you or work with your client. All right, so those are just frequently asked questions. So let me just edit this particular one. Let me edit this particular one. Let me edit it from here. Let me say why work work with us. All right, something like that. Then you click on this down button, then you type the reason why the person will work with you. Okay, you type the reason why the person have to work with you. It's just like a form of questions that customers are likely to ask, or the people that visit your website are likely to ask. So those are the kind of things um you do with this frequently asked questions. But I'll be installing, there is a plugins that we normally use for this frequently asked question that has a more customizing details, right? So we'll be using that particular one. So I'll be having a separate video on how to design a frequently asked question page, because we'll be using it as a page. Okay, so this one comes along with this contact page. You can even decide to remove it, then create another frequently asked question as a page, so that by the time someone click on it, maybe you can add it to the footer section. You can add it to the footer section of your website. You can add it maybe to this footer as a frequently asked question. By the time someone clicks on it, he or she will be directed to the frequently asked question page of your website. So I can decide to remove this particular one from here, because I don't like using this frequently asked question from that is that comes along with this layout, because it doesn't give me much customization. Okay, so that is it. Then you can edit all of these forms. So all these live charts, then will be my account and all. So you will be using maybe you can, in case you want to add a live chat to your website, though we have a plugin for that. Can make use of a TView. It's a plugin that you can use to incorporate a live chat into your website. Maybe someone that visits your website maybe wants to chat with you, directly from your website. So with that plugin, they can be able to chat with you directly to your website. Then you can install the app on your phone so that immediately someone sends you a message from your website through the live chat, then you can reply the person also with the app. Okay, so that is it for the contact us page. In case you want to add something else, you can also add it. All right, you can add it. You can design all of these stuffs. You can design all of these stuffs using the column, the session column, and the row method. Okay, so that is all for this website on how to design for digital marketing agency. So you can just go on and practice all of this editing and come up with something that is really nice. Like I said, always make sure that the quality of the image that you are making use of, they are of high quality and of low size, right? So always make sure you reduce the size. You can make use of the photopea.com with online editor to reduce the size of your image, and also make sure you stick to one particular font, and then one as the colors should not exceed 2 or 3 colors. Always don't exceed 2 to 3 colors on your website, all right, so that everything will look more professional. So in the next video, guys, uh I'll be teaching you how to design a construction company or a real estate company using the Elementor builder. All right, we'll be designing a real estate company using the Elementor builder. That is for the next class. All right, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next class. Bye bye.